What's your reaction to what happened last night?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Obviously, it's something we haven't seen before, and I sort of look at it, and at the start of the game, we were aware if conditions changed dramatically, then the match referee, the doctor, would have to step in, and the right decision was made. A player out there standing in those conditions, as soon as it changed, it felt unhealthy, and that's first and foremost. We just want the safety and the welfare of the players, the staff, the umpires, the crowd. Just to be aware of those conditions, and it was pretty unsafe out there.
So was it tough to see, tough to breathe? Or?
As soon as it set in, it changed dramatically, and the smoke made the lights it looked really foggy, I guess, to put it, and just quality, it didn't taste too good either.
From a player's perspective, that's the best possible way of being handled?
I think so, yeah. Obviously, the over started, the fourth over started. It came in just at the end of Siddles over at the end of the fourth, and the umpires were pretty quick to react on it. So, yeah, I think the right decision was made. Obviously, Sydney Thunder were probably a little bit disappointed that the over wasn't finished because they were ahead at Duckworth-Lewis. But again, as a player standing out there, I felt like you had to make that decision at the time and not worry about the state of the play.
How bad was it? Like, did you feel?
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I guess it's the bushfires are shocking at the moment, and I haven't been too close to them, and I guess to put it into explain it is probably standing next to a bonfire and you put a green bit of wood on it and it just goes really smoky, and you just hit you, and it was really bad.
Did anyone feel like physically ill?
We had a couple of cases after. The doctor had to come in and assess him, and we have a few asthmatics in the team as well. So luckily they didn't stay out there too long in those conditions.
Everyone's okay now?
Everyone's fine, yeah. Sids is back to Melbourne and joining the Australian squad, so we haven't had any anything follow up from that.
Ferg spoke on radio an hour or two ago about possibly Cricket Australia having like a smoke haze reading from, I guess, to a certain level, games are automatically called off. Would you back that?
Yeah, I guess now we've seen this. Last night it's quite new, and I guess we've got to be prepared for everything now. And unfortunately, there's bushfires going around the country, and as players, there's a bigger picture than just cricket. So whatever it looks like to make sure everyone's safe. I think we've obviously got to. Like you said, there's a light meter, there's rain, but this is a pretty new case in Australia.
What did you make of the performance before the game was abandoned?
I thought we fought hard to get to a competitive total. Obviously, it wasn't a great start with the bat in the power play, but John O'Well's continued on from his great form from last year, and we got to a competitive target. So, it would have been nice to finish the game, and I'm sure it would have been a close game. So, getting an early wicket in Usman Khawaja and their two best batsmen at the crease, if we crack that open, you never know what could have happened.
Mitch Marsh put in a pretty blistering performance last night. Are you prepared to take him on at Adelaide Oval on the short boundaries?
Yeah, we always have a good match up against the Scorchers, and Mitch is hitting the ball really well at the moment, which is great to see as a cricketing fan and a mate of his. But yeah, hopefully we can knock him over cheaply and get our season underway. Obviously we took 1 point from that, but I guess that's the good thing about Big Bash. You turn around pretty quickly, and we're really excited to get out there tomorrow. Our first home game of the season with some new faces in the squad, so it's really exciting.
Who are their big threats, Perth?
I think they've got a really balanced list. They've been competitive and really successful the last 3-4 Big Bashes, so even more. So yeah, obviously I would say Jai Richardson's coming back from an injury and he's looking really good. Ashton Turner's in the short format. Cameron Bancroft smacked a few the other night, and Mitchell Marsh. So they've got a couple overseas I played against and played with. So again, it's quite a balanced lineup. Perth's got.
We didn't see a lot of you guys with the ball obviously last night, but what did you make of your batting?
I think once we see the best of Phil Salt, the crowd's going to love him. He's so explosive, and a guy that can just light up T20 cricket. Jake Weatherald again, he's shown he's a really good short format player. Jono Wells, he's continued that form on, and for me it was a different role from what I've done previously for the strikers, and something that I'm enjoying, batting through the middle. And Cameron White, that experience, he didn't have to do too much last night, but we've got some really good depth and some really experienced head in that lineup.
You've seen Phil obviously in training.
Yeah.
Missed out last night. You touched on him. Only
Yeah.
about time before he.
Yeah, I played with him at Sussex as well in the Vitality Blast, and he's one guy that like I said, he's very explosive. He's still really young. He plays his shots from ball one, so once he gets underway, like I said, I think our fans are really going to love his work.
Number 4 suits you? Would you prefer 4 or open? You don't mind?
I'm not. Yeah, I don't really mind. I think me batting at 4 suits our list. Again, a Phil Salt, that's his spot. A Jake Weatherall's really good at the top. Matt Short come in last night, and he's an explosive player as well. So for me to come in at 4, I think that suits our lineup with a Jono Wells to finish an innings like we did again.